tell you my relationship with him was very different than Christine and his. I never knew till later on that they were really struggling, but he and I never had.
I want to show you this clip. My favorite thing, the clips. Let's watch it. This deeper love. It's okay, but you're minimizing me. After years of denial and blind loyalty, the truth has finally hit Kody Brown like a ton of bricks. In a shocking twist that fans saw coming, Kody has reportedly realized that Robyn never truly loved him. She loved the lifestyle, the fame, and most of all, the money. Heartbroken and furious, Kody has made the bold move to kick Robyn out of the house, ending their so-called fairy tale once and for all. Is this the final unraveling of the sister-wife saga? Let's break down exactly what went down, how Kody uncovered the truth, and what's next for Robyn now that she's out of his life for good. Phew! In a jaw-dropping development that has stunned Sister Wives fans, Kody Brown has reportedly come to a heartbreaking and infuriating realization. His wife Robyn never truly loved him, according to sources close to the Brown family. Kody has finally seen through the illusion and uncovered what many fans have suspected for years. That Robyn was more invested in the benefits of the relationship than the man himself. The final straw. A heated argument that ended with Kody kicking Robyn out of their shad home. This stunning revelation comes after months of escalating tension between the pair, especially following the unraveling of Kody's relationships with Mary, Janelle, and Christine. For years, Robyn has been seen as the favorite wife, the one Kody bent over backwards for, but now it seems even he has opened his eyes to what may have been a long-running manipulation. Insiders claim that Kody began noticing troubling signs when finances became tighter, with TLC scaling back production and family ventures slowing down. Robyn reportedly began pushing more aggressively for financial control, even questioning Kody's decisions about Coyote Pass and family spending. When the money started drying up, Robyn's mood shifted. One source said she wasn't the loving, supportive wife anymore. She was angry, demanding, and cold. Allegedly, Kody confronted Robyn about her behavior, only to be met with emotional detachment and a shocking confession that rocked him to his core. She told him she missed the good days when money was flowing. The show was hot and fans were watching their every move, said the insider. That's when Kody realized it was never about him. Robyn Brown entered the Brown family in 2010 as the fourth wife and quickly became the focal point of the show. While the other wives juggled jobs, businesses, and family responsibilities, Robyn often enjoyed a more leisurely life, with Kody's attention almost solely on her in recent years. She lived in the largest house, enjoyed the most financial stability, and appeared frequently in solo scenes with Kody on Sister Wives. Now, that picture-perfect setup may be crumbling. Reports suggest Robyn Rizzo has been asked to leave the Flagstaff home she shares with Kody. A dramatic move considering how protective he has always been of her. This wasn't just a fight, the source emphasized. Kody told her to leave. Is done being used. Fans of Sister Wives have taken to social media to express a mix of satisfaction and sympathy. Many have been calling out Robyn's manipulative behavior for years, pointing out her tears, guilt-tripping, and subtle influence over Kody's choices. Reddit and Facebook threads are buzzing with phrases like "karma has arrived" and "Kody finally woke up." One fan wrote, "We saw this coming back in season 14. Robyn always played the victim. But now Kody finally knows what it feels like to be on the other side." Another added, "It's sad that it took him losing his other wives to realize that Robyn never truly loved him. She loved being the queen of the castle." What happens now with Robyn reportedly out of the house? Questions loom large over the future of the Brown family and the show itself. Will Sister Wives continue without its central couple? Will Robyn speak out and share his side of the story? For now, Kody is said to be isolating himself from the spotlight, trying to rebuild his life without the woman he once believed was his soulmate. He feels duped, The source said he gave up everything for Robyn, his marriages, his respect, even his family's land. And now he's realizing it was all based on a lie. Meanwhile, Robyn has been quiet on social media, with her most recent public appearance being several weeks ago. Rumors suggest she may be seeking legal counsel and preparing for a financial battle ahead. Is this the final chapter? This development could mark the final chapter in the Sister Wives saga, a show that began with a man proudly living plural marriage and ends with him standing alone, betrayed by the one person he trusted most. There's one lesson in this shocking twist. It's that truth eventually rises to the surface. And for Kody Brown, the truth may have come too late, but at least now he sees things for what they truly are. Kody and Robyn Brown's appearance on the tell-all episodes of Sister Wives season 19 left much to be desired, as the couple seemed adamant about not answering important questions from host Suki Krishnan. Kody and Robyn's marriage has been under the microscope in recent seasons, as charges of favoritism drew Kody's other wives, Meri Brown, Christine Brown, and Janelle Brown, further from him. When all of his wives except Robyn left, Kody had to pick up the pieces with only Robyn by his side. Kody's response to the divorces has been defiant at times, self-aware at others, has gone through multiple emotional experiences in a short amount of time, and didn't seem to be handling all the stress well. Kody isolated himself from his older children, which further fractured the family. The tell-all episodes are meant to act as a reunion of sorts for Sister Wives season 19. And with 4 tell-all episodes, there would have been plenty of time for Kody to open up. He and Robyn declined to do so through much of the specials, leading to even more criticism against them. Robyn called some video clips from the past disturbing. Robyn said it was too hard to watch towards the end of Sister Wives season 19 tell-all part 1. Suki asked Robyn why she always declined to watch older clips of the show that are aired during the tell-all specials. The clips were related to Kody and Janelle's relationship and how Janelle felt. She couldn't speak openly about problems in their marriage, Robyn, without angering Kody. Robyn very bluntly replied to Suki that she didn't watch them because they were disturbing. In the clips in question, Janelle drove home the point that nobody was ever able to criticize Robyn, whom Janelle referred to as Kody's sacred cow. Despite Robyn telling Suki she found the clips disturbing, one can't help but notice the smile on her face as the clips aired. Robyn also refused to criticize Kody solely, instead saying that they were all failures when asked by Suki whether she considered Kody to be a failure because he couldn't make his marriages work. It takes 2 to make a relationship, and it takes
without trust.
2 to break a relationship, said Robyn. Robyn did say that she felt that both sides, Kody versus Janelle, Christine, and Meri, said things that were over the line. She included Kody in that, so she will criticize him, but she won't do it without adding that the others are also responsible regarding why she wouldn't watch the clips. Robyn said they were destructive, so she didn't feel the need to relive them. Robyn and Kody often gloss over unpleasant truths. They have their blinders on. While Kody likes to claim that he's an open book and very approachable to his wives, his actions have proven otherwise. Kody seemed dumbfounded when his wives initially left him and refused to take any sort of responsibility or accountability. This was a major factor in Janelle, Christine, and Meri's decision to leave. Not only was there favoritism towards Robyn, but Kody flat out refused to acknowledge it in a clip played during the tell-all. Janelle and Kody discuss some of the problems in their marriage, and Kody is attempting to reconcile with her. In the clip, Kody asks Janelle if there's any hope for them to reunite, and she said that they didn't exist in the same universe anymore. In a raw moment, Janelle said he wants a wife that acts differently than I do, which hit the nail on the head in terms of what went wrong in their marriage. When Janelle attempted to bring up some of the issues with Robyn, Kody became stern. "Don't go down that road," he warned her. To which Janelle replied, "If I can't talk freely, then let's just leave. As I don't really want to." The clip continued with Janelle in a confessional saying that this is what always happens when Robyn comes up. Nobody can criticize Kody's sacred cow, and this is the reason Kody's other marriages failed. Kody shuts down any and all conversation about his marriage with Robyn and the role it played in the demise of his other relationships. Nothing will ever be solved, and people won't be able to heal. It reinforces the thing that tore the Browns apart in the first place, which is Kody's favoritism towards Robyn. She can do no wrong in Kody's eyes, even at the expense of his other wives. Kody can't recognize that this put his other wives in a terrible position, and them leaving was probably the only thing they felt could validate their feelings. For a man who has shared his life with reality TV audiences for 19 seasons, Kody is suddenly tight-lipped at the towel specials. Clearly, if he and Robyn are hesitant to speak on it, there's a reason. Either they know that they'll be criticized because of the things they did, or they don't think they did anything wrong in the first place and therefore have nothing to hide. Kody Brown's appearance on the Sister Wives Season 19 Tell-All Part 1 was a disaster and proves that Kody still can't accept accountability. Kody has doubled down on his love for Robyn, which almost makes the point of those who feel that Kody has a bias when it comes to Robyn, has been playing up their romance and their marriage, saying that she is his perfect match and makes him feel safe, which indirectly implies that his other wives didn't make him feel safe. Kody described first meeting Robyn and the feeling of electricity that went through his body, never mind the fact that he already had 3 wives. His attempting to elevate his relationship with Robyn to prove that their relationship was so real. The other marriages couldn't compete. At this point, it's cruel of Kody to keep reminding the other women how wonderful his relationship with Robyn is. Luckily, Christine, Mary, and Janelle seem to be in healthy places in their lives and have moved on from their time with Kody. They don't appear to be affected by Kody's over-the-top statements about his marriage to Robyn. Whatever their reason, Kody and Robyn should have used these tell-all specials as an opportunity to be transparent. If Sister Wives isn't renewed for Season 20, then their opportunity to clear their names and tell their sides of the story will have passed. If Kody and Robyn want to get back into the public's good graces, answering tough questions would be a start. If they are honest, it might help audiences relate to them more and help them shed their villain labels. They may be settling into a more traditional marriage, but Sister Wife stars Robyn and Kody Brown's home decor is far from the norm. Think horses getting romantic under a dazzling moonlit sky, or an entire room dedicated to the cowboy way of life. Retta from Ugliest House in America would have a field day at Robyn and Kody's 6-bedroom multi-million-dollar home. But let's take a tour, shall we? Exploring Robyn and Kody Brown's tone-deaf aesthetic choices. The couple purchased a new home, but when they listed their old Flagstaff home for sale in August 2024, fans were quick to notice their rather eccentric taste in home decor. A Reddit user shared some screenshots from the couple's Zillow listing, which revealed some of the most questionable items in their home. As gorgeous as the property is, there's no denying that a large painting featuring 2 horses kissing underneath the moonlit sky is not exactly what most people would consider tasteful art. It's almost as if the animals symbolize Robyn and Kody's romance. And if that's true, it's a bit too on the nose. One might assume that the strange painting would be a stark contrast to the rest of Kody and Robyn's decorative choices. Unfortunately, though, the entire property was full of mismatched design elements. Case in point is Robyn and Kody's cowboy-themed room, complete with a native bow and arrow hanging on the wall, and a rug from Walmart featuring an oversized Lone Star print. Aside from being pretty tacky, Robyn and Kody's taste in decor is also insensitive. The use of indigenous symbolism reflects the couple's lack of cultural awareness. These artifacts hold deep spiritual and historical meaning for many Native communities, and reducing them to rustic decorations to fit the room's Western aesthetic isn't exactly a good look. What's worse is the use of all that heavy leather furniture, which only makes the room feel more like a movie set from the 1960s and less like someone's home. The master bedroom and Ian's suite were the worst parts of the sister-wise couple's house. Reddit users actually dubbed the couple's master suite the Purple Princess bedroom thanks to its velvet drapes, lavender bedding, and overall medieval-style furniture. Personal taste and interior design is definitely subjective, but anyone would agree that the combination of textures and colors in this room was overwhelming. That doesn't even cover the bathroom though, which was a combination of strangely clashing elements. The mirror in the master bathroom was covered in handwritten scripture verses and motivational quotes in red marker. Not to mention the outer place Flintstone sink, which did not make for a very good statement piece. Lastly, Robyn and Kody's love of oversized geodes and decorative crystals is on full display in their bathroom, quite literally. Combined with the already chaotic design of the bedroom, the bathroom feels even more jarring to look at. It's like the couple looked at a bunch of Pinterest boards and decided to combine all of them into one big visual mess. Robyn and Kody Brown's former home reveals a much deeper
you want
issue.
To stay separated.
Yeah,
The most unsettling part of all this,
No.
however, is just
I'm
how
not in that.
much money Kody and Robyn spent on their unusual design choices. A fan on Reddit broke down the prices of all the paintings the couple had on display in their former home, and the amount added up to around $150,000. That's not including the countless sculptures and wall trinkets scattered throughout the house. What makes this all the more appalling is Kody's blatant disregard for the rest of his family's needs. Back when the Browns moved to Flagstaff, Janelle Brown had to live in an RV, while Mary Brown ran a B&B that her ex-husband refused to fund. Not to mention that in September 2024, Christine Brown had to sue Kody for child support. However, he was too busy commissioning pieces that his and Robyn's home barely had the display space for. Now, the fact that these pieces appear to be awkwardly stacked on the walls has led the fans to speculate that these purchases were a way for Kody to hide his wealth from his former wives. That would certainly explain why his and Robyn's former home was crammed to the brim with gaudy prints and clutter worth thousands. The sister wife star is a man of many talents, but Kody Brown is not one to mess with the law. In the past, he has been known to steer clear of any legal trouble. Fans will recall he went as far as to leave Utah in the middle of the night, when he thought he'd be arrested for practicing polygamy. So, what exactly happened to put Kody on a wanted sign? Was Kody Brown arrested? Kody Brown was never arrested despite fake reports circulating on Facebook suggesting that he was in December. E! News reported that Kody had a brush with the police where he was almost incarcerated. However, a clip has been circulating in which Robyn Brown opens up about her husband's run-in 2010. The entire Brown family was worried that Kody could face jail time for practicing his religion. The fourth and favorite wife noted, "The state of Utah was threatening prosecution because of our beliefs, because we were a plural family." Robyn added, "We basically moved because we were trying to be family without being torn apart or thrown in jail." However, in 2016, Box 13 reported that the Leahy Police Department had never opened an investigation into Kody. The entire family struggled with being open about polygamy. Robyn recalled that her friend would look at me like I'm wrong or I'm a snur because I was a part of a plural family. At the time, Utah's federal solicitor, Parker Douglas, noted, "The practice of the Utah Attorney General's office is not to prosecute polygamists living in Utah under Utah's criminal bigamy statute, merely because of their polygamist practice. So it seems Kody was never in any real danger." And Sister Wives fans know that Kody would not have done well behind bars. 6 potential Sister Wives storylines to explore if the show changes formats for season 20. Longtime fans of Sister Wives have watched the show evolve from its original concept of following the lives of a polygamous family with one father and 4 moms into what it is today. Now, Kody Brown and Robyn Brown live a monogamous lifestyle, while former wives Mary Brown, Christine Brown, Woolley, and Janelle Brown rediscover themselves outside the constraints of such an unconventional marriage. Christine was the first wife to leave the family. She was followed by Mary and Janelle. The children, many of whom are grown, live in different places. And Sister Wife Season 19 followed their journeys because the concept has changed so drastically from what it was originally. If Sister Wives is returning for another season, they should shake things up a bit. It's still compelling to watch the family members as they head in different directions. But if the show took on a more fish out of water type approach, it would show the family in a new light. It would open up a whole new world for the Brown family and allow viewers to see them in different ways than we're used to. Kody and David go on a guys trip after Christine and Kody's contentious split. She found love again with David Woolley. The two embarked on a whirlwind romance and got married in October 2023 in Moab, Utah, with many of the Brown family in attendance. However, Kody and Robyn weren't invited to the nuptials. David and Kody have met at various family outings, but it would have been strange for Kody to attend Christine's wedding. Still, in an interesting moment from the Sister Wives Tell-All Part 2, Kody revealed that he enjoyed spending time with David, even referring to him as overly handsome. Kody said he was initially nervous to meet and interact with David, especially in front of his kids. However, the experience was delightful. He even said he wished he and Robyn and Christine and David would have been able to sit down for a meal together to get to know each other better. Kody told Tell-All hosts A.O. Krishnan that he was much more comfortable with David than Christine, and he said that he actually enjoyed watching Christine fall in love with David and that David was probably a decent person. When asked if he could see the two going on a double date, Kody said, "I've had conversations with David since that just was kind of like I enjoyed his company and I had a dirty thought. I thought David and I should go on a guys trip together. And then I went, that would just be so uncool to Christine." Despite Kody saying it wouldn't be cool for Christine, the thought of Kody and David taking a guys trip together is exciting. They could take a road trip and each man would have to pull their weight. And here could even be a challenge aspect incorporated. It could be a take on The Amazing Race, but it's David and Kody only. Watching Kody and David interact, let alone compete, would be incredible television. Mary visits, helps out with Tide Farm. Since Mary left Kody, she's emerged as someone who's hungry for life and adventure. She even went to England on a solo trip because she'd never been and figured it was the perfect time to spread her wings. Mary's showing a side of herself viewers didn't get to see much of on Sister Wives, which is the fun, lighthearted side. Mary is also known as someone who loves to decorate and throw parties. Since Janelle recently opened Tider Farms, flower farm in North Carolina with daughter Madison Brown Brush. Perhaps Mary could join to help throw events on the Tide for Farms property. The farm isn't open to the public yet, although branded merchandise is available through its website, tdafarmmiz.com. Once the farm is up and running, they plan to offer it as an event space for weddings, fatutes, and more. Mary and Janelle have a newfound bond after leaving Kody. They teamed up to ensure they each got equal shares from the sale of Coyote Pass, the family's land they purchased in 2018. Seeing Mary integrating herself into Janelle's family since they have a long history together would put Mary's decorating skills to great use at Tid Farms. Christine and Janelle start a business together. Christine and Janelle's tight bond was strengthened. Through their divorces from Kody, both women found themselves on similar paths of self-discovery. Janelle was also inspired by Christine's relationship with David that she could find love again. One day too, as the two spent nearly 30 years raising their kids together as sister wives. Janelle's kids consider Christine a second mom and vice versa. As such, the two should combine forces and start a business together. Both Christine and Janelle are business-minded and are determined to never be in the same poor financial situation they were in when married to Kody. Christine and Janelle have both opened businesses since leaving Kody. They already spend so much time together, supporting one another through various life changes, so a business would be convenient. As for what type of business the two could open, it could be centered on real estate. Christine recently bought an Airbnb, and Janelle's background is in real estate. Christine and Janelle would be a killer real estate team. Kody plays matchmaker for Mary. Mary was Kody's first wife, the long-suffering woman who stood back and let Kody bring in 2 more wives and then legally divorce Mary so he could marry Robyn and adopt her children from her first marriage. Mary was always obedient, even as she saw her marriage falling apart. She showed up for the family and felt like Kody abandoned her when he stopped actively trying to make the marriage work. Still, Mary and Kody have come to a new understanding with their relationship after their divorce. In a much-talked-about scene from Sister Wives Season 19, Kody and her brother-in-law Nathan helped Mary move from Arizona to Utah. Kody and Mary's relationship took on a new tone. It's very lighthearted and even slightly flirtatious. Kody called Mary his favorite ex-wife, and the two had a playful experience. Aside from Mary's confusion at Kody's emotional outburst at her leaving, Kody even said that should Mary ever remarry, he'd want to walk her down the aisle. Kody and Mary could get their own spin-off dating Bachelor style, except Kody sets Mary up with a bevy of available men. It could be called Find My Wife, a Husband, something irreverent and poking fun at the non-traditional structure of polygamous families. Kody would walk Mary down the aisle if she chose to marry any of her suitors. Robyn, Janelle, Mary, and Christine bring back My Sister Wife's Closet in early seasons of Sister Wives. The 4 wives came up with an idea for a jewelry business, where they designed custom pieces that would be meaningful for polygamous families. In fact, on the website mrsderwigsscholist.com, there's a message announcing that the shop will be back up and running soon, along with a link and newsletter to sign up to receive updates. Still, the store hasn't posted on Instagram in 6 years, so a comeback might seem unlikely. If the women were able to put aside their differences and revamp My Sister Wife's Closet for a 2025 audience, they could add a wellness element like items to assist with self-care and meditation. The women could push the products on social media and enlist their kids to help, too. It would prove that the Browns will always be family, especially when there's a potential profit involved. The entire family starts a moving business. Sister Wives has followed the Brown family for 10+ years, and that includes all the trials and tribulations of a family that size. From birthdays and celebrations to difficult moments like divorce and death, the Browns have always been open about showing all. In addition to those poignant moments, the Browns have moved probably dozens of times throughout the run of the show. There have been numerous scenes of them packing all their belongings and stacking them neatly in moving vans, perfectly coordinated and efficient. Whether they are fleeing in the middle of the night or moving on after a failed marriage, the Browns love moving, and they love the road trip that normally ensues. They should open a moving company, My Sister Wife's Movers, and make use of all their experience. It would be reality TV gold and an interesting way to keep the Browns on TV for a long